Have you ever noticed how the most powerful person in the room isn't usually the one talking the most? There's something magnetic about the person who observes everything, speaks deliberately, and seems impossible to read. That's not an accident, it's psychology. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the 7 hidden weapons in the introvert arsenal that create this effect. These aren't tactics you need to learn, they're strengths you already have if you're an introvert. And once you understand how to activate them, you'll never again wish you were more outgoing. You set up the mystery of the quiet observer, tease the 7 strengths, and smoothly drop into deep focus. No issues. Before we dive in, if you're looking to unlock your hidden strengths, hit that subscribe button and join the DarkMind Control family. We're all about uncovering the psychology that shapes your success. Let's start this journey together. Number 1. Deep focus. Picture 2 people working on the same complex problem. One keeps glancing at their phone, responding to messages and switching between tabs. The other hasn't moved in 20 minutes, completely absorbed in thought. Which one do you think will crack the solution first? The answer seems obvious, yet most people still believe multitasking makes them more productive. Research shows the opposite. Trying to do multiple things at once can reduce your efficiency by up to 40%. Introverts don't just prefer deep focus. Their brains are built for it. Studies reveal they have stronger internal stimulation systems, meaning they don't need constant external input to stay engaged. This neurological wiring lets them enter flow states more easily, those periods of intense concentration where hours feel like minutes. While extroverts often struggle to maintain this level of focus, introverts can sustain it naturally. MRI scans show why. Introverts process information more thoroughly in the prefrontal cortex, the brain region responsible for complex decision-making and problem-solving. This isn't just about being able to concentrate. It's about having a strategic advantage in a distracted world. While others chase notifications and jump between tasks, introverts can master skills that take real time and effort. That ability to focus deeply is how you build expertise, solve hard problems, and create work that stands out. You compare 2 types of people again, continuing the situational contrast structure. Works well. The sentence, "Watch how 2 people handle criticism," naturally bridges. Number 2. Self-awareness. Watch how 2 people handle criticism. The first one reacts immediately, face flushed, voice raised, scrambling to defend themselves. The second listens, pauses, then responds with measured words. Which person would you trust to handle a difficult negotiation? Most people operate on autopilot, reacting without understanding why they feel what they feel. Introverts don't have that luxury. Their natural tendency toward introspection means they're constantly analyzing their own thoughts and emotions. This habit builds something far more valuable than just self-knowledge. It builds emotional intelligence. They can pinpoint their triggers, recognize their blind spots, and understand what motivates them. That awareness becomes power in any interaction. Psychological studies show self-aware individuals make better leaders because they understand how their behavior affects others. This isn't just about being thoughtful, it's about strategic control. When you know yourself this deeply, no one can easily manipulate you or throw you off balance. When you understand yourself, you can manipulate environments, habits, and even people more effectively. This self-awareness isn't passive reflection, it's active preparation. Every moment spent analyzing your reactions is another tool for staying composed under pressure. While others get hijacked by their emotions, introverts can choose how to respond. You escalate from internal awareness to external reaction under pressure. This progression feels logical and keeps emotional depth building. Number 3. Emotional control. 2 people get the same bad news. One slams their fist on the table, voice shaking with anger. The other takes a slow breath, then asks clarifying questions. Which one would you want leading your team through a crisis? Society often confuses loud reactions with strength, but real power shows up in restraint, the ability to process before responding. Introverts have a built-in advantage here. Their natural tendency to internalize first creates a buffer between stimulus and reaction. This isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about analyzing them. Neuroscience shows introverts have more activity in the frontal lobe, the brain region that regulates emotional responses. That extra processing time lets them choose how to act rather than just react. This capacity for thoughtful consideration allows introverts to maintain composure and project an aura of calm dominance. This emotional control becomes a strategic weapon in high-pressure situations. While others panic or lash out, introverts assess. Their calm isn't passivity, it's the quiet before a calculated move. Think about negotiations, emergencies or confrontations where emotions run high. The person who stays composed controls the room. Number 4, mystery and presence. Consider two co-workers. One posts hourly updates about their lunch, their commute, their opinions. The other shares almost nothing personal. Which one do you find yourself wondering about? That curiosity isn't accidental, it's psychology at work. In a culture where people overshare constantly, silence becomes noticeable. Introverts don't need to create mystery, their natural reserve does it for them. Psychological studies show we judge people who speak less as more competent. When someone isn't filling every silence with words, we assume they're thinking carefully. This isn't about being distant, it's about making each word matter. In a world addicted to oversharing, silence is power. The less people know about you, the more they'll fill in the gaps, usually with positive assumptions. That quiet colleague. Others might assume they're working on something important, even if they're just reading emails. This effect works because our brains try to complete incomplete information. When introverts don't share everything, others project qualities onto them, often respect, intelligence, or depth. It's not manipulation. It's how human perception works. The key is that introverts don't force this. Their natural communication style creates it automatically. If you're finding these insights helpful, don't forget to subscribe. We're just getting started, and you won't want to miss the next game-changing secrets. Hit that bell icon to get notified when we drop more powerful content. Number 5, independent thinking. Watch a group make a decision. Most nod along, eager to agree. Then one person asks, "Have we considered this angle?" That's the introvert, the one thinking while others rush to consensus. Groupthink is powerful because people fear conflict or crave approval. Introverts form opinions differently, weighing ideas internally before speaking. This independent streak isn't about being contrary. It's about analysis without social pressure. While extroverts often mirror group opinions, introverts evaluate information separately. Studies show teams with introverts make better decisions because they consider options others dismiss too quickly. Introverts don't crowdsource their opinions, they build them. That internal processing catches flaws group discussions miss. Think about trends in business or social media. Most jump on bandwagons without questioning. Introverts hang back, assessing whether something actually works. This skepticism prevents costly mistakes. In meetings, their questions often reveal overlooked problems. That hesitation others mistake for shyness. It's critical thinking in action. The value isn't just in resisting bad ideas, it's in spotting better ones. When everyone focuses on the obvious solution, introverts explore alternatives. Their quiet persistence leads to innovations that flashier personalities overlook. History's breakthroughs often came from those working outside the mainstream. Number 6, sharp observation. Watch two people walk into a party. One dives straight into conversations, laughing loudly. The other stands near the wall, scanning the room. Who's actually learning more about the group dynamics? While extroverts focus on being seen, introverts focus on seeing. The subtle shifts in body language, the unspoken alliances, the quiet tensions everyone else misses. This isn't passive watching. It's active intelligence gathering. Introverts detect patterns in behavior that reveal what people really want or fear. Psychological research shows observers judge personalities more accurately than participants in conversations. That pause before answering, the slight tension in someone's voice. Introverts notice these details because they're not distracted by performing. Introverts leverage their observational prowess to gather strategic intelligence. They see who dominates conversations, who gets interrupted, who's uncomfortable but pretending otherwise. These insights let them navigate social situations with precision. In negotiations, they catch tells that reveal someone's real position. In meetings, they spot who actually agrees with the boss versus who's just nodding along. You don't need to dominate a room to influence it. Sometimes the most powerful position is the one where you see everything but reveal little. That quiet person in the corner? They might understand the group better than anyone talking. Number 7. Inner resilience. Watch two people face rejection. One crumbles immediately, seeking validation from others. The other absorbs the blow, adjusts their approach, and tries again. That difference isn't luck, it's resilience forged through experience. Introverts constantly navigate a world that misunderstands them, labeling quietness as weakness or disinterest. But this constant friction builds something valuable: mental toughness. Psychological studies show introverts handle isolation better than extroverts, a key advantage for long-term challenges. Their resilience isn't performative, it's the quiet determination of someone used to solving problems alone. Every time they've pushed through discomfort without external validation, they've strengthened their ability to persevere. Introverts are not loud because they have already fought the loudest battles within their own minds. This inner strength becomes a competitive edge. While others need constant encouragement, introverts draw motivation from within. Setbacks don't derail them because they're used to working through difficulties independently. Think about marathon runners versus sprinters. Introverts are built for endurance. The world often mistakes their quiet persistence for passivity. But that steady focus is how introverts outlast competitors who burn out quickly. Their resilience isn't flashy, but it's real. When others quit because the work gets hard or recognition fades, introverts keep going. Conclusion. These 7 traits form a psychological toolkit most overlook. While others confuse quietness with weakness, introverts are using deep focus, emotional intelligence, and observational skills to build real influence. The power isn't in becoming more extroverted, it's in activating what you already have. In a world that never stops talking, silence becomes your advantage. When someone underestimates you for being reserved, they're revealing their own limitations, not yours. Your strengths work differently, not less effectively. The ability to think before speaking, to observe before acting, these are competitive edges in a distracted world. If this video resonated, don't just scroll, subscribe. Because this channel isn't about hype, it's about decoding human power.